our lesson for today is about ethical codes and unexpected consequences in language assessment. Let's navigate the complexities of language testing, particularly for immigration and citizenship. The ethical imperative in language testing. This raises crucial questions about the ethical implications of using language tests for immigration and citizenship, particularly in light of the increasing use of automated scoring systems. While these systems offer potential benefits in terms of efficiency and consistency, they also introduce new challenges related to validity and transparency. To address these concerns, a deeper understanding of the ethical codes governing language assessment is essential. Ethical codes, fairness, and justice. Fairness and justice in language assessment. The use of language tests for immigration and citizenship raises significant ethical concerns. These tests often serve as gatekeeping mechanisms, determining individuals' access to opportunities and potentially shaping their lives. Therefore, it is crucial to ensure that such assessments are conducted fairly and ethically. It highlights the importance of evaluating language tests against principles of fairness and justice. Cunan's analysis of the U.S. naturalization test reveals how a structured and systematic approach to fairness can expose flaws and potential harm within a testing regime. This emphasizes the need for a rigorous ethical framework to guide the development, implementation, and interpretation of language tests for immigration and citizenship purposes. Ethical codes, transparency, and accountability. The use of automated scoring systems raises concerns about transparency and accountability. While automated systems can potentially reduce human bias, they also introduce a black box element, making it difficult to understand how scores are generated. This discussion emphasizes the need for AI literacy among stakeholders to engage with automated scoring systems and critique their design. Transparency is crucial for ensuring that automated scoring systems are used ethically and responsibly. Ethical codes, interdisciplinary collaboration. It advocates for interdisciplinary collaboration to address the complex challenges posed by technology in language testing. Sawakis emphasizes the need for collaboration with experts outside the field of language testing, such as computer scientists, ethicists, and social scientists, to ensure that technological advancements are harnessed ethically and effectively. This collaborative approach is essential for developing ethical and effective language assessment practices in the digital age. Ethical codes, corpus linguistics, and ethical considerations. Cushing's chapter on corpus linguistics highlights the interconnectedness of corpus techniques with automated scoring systems. The use of corpora in language testing raises ethical considerations, particularly in terms of data privacy, bias, and representation. Language testers must be corpus critical to ensure that corpus data is used ethically and responsibly. Unexpected consequences, item writing, and ethical dilemmas. There is a very serious scarcity of research. Sin addresses this point but takes the issue much further. Sin effectively opens up a range of possibilities for further research into item writing and item writers, pointing both to the micro-level issues at the heart of the item writing process and also the broader sociopolitical issues which guide the creation or selection of items for test construction. One of the most vivid passages in this chapter posits that item writers can be both oppressed through the precarity of their working practices and oppressors, possessing considerable power to select and write items which are then presented to test takers. Unexpected consequences, fairness, validity, and ethical positions. Walters incorporates a discussion and definition of the various ethical positions that language testers have adopted. The discussion of fairness then sits within the framework established. The chapter also treats a currently unresolved philosophical question: how is fairness different from validity? The unexpected consequences, the complexities of language standards. Standards are endemic. They just classifies standards into three types: educational performance, indicators, proficiency frameworks, and institutionalized language tests. It describes each in turn and presents us with use, research, and critique. This is an area that cuts across policy, theory, research, and practice. So it is not surprising that it is highly controversial. Unexpected consequences, quality management challenges. Language tests are developed across a variety of contexts. Sobol and Mike Ilwy provide an updated version of an important chapter focusing on quality management in language testing, combining the approaches of management science with language testing's typical focus on validity. It provides a useful template for test developers of all sizes to consider their own quality control procedures. The primary ethical issues in language assessment for immigration and citizenship focus on fairness, transparency, and accountability, as these tests serve as a crucial gatekeeping mechanisms that greatly affect individuals' access to opportunities. The implementation of automated scoring systems introduces challenges regarding transparency, resulting in a black box effect that obscures how scores are generated. Additionally, unexpected issues arise in item writing, where writers may experience oppression due to unstable working conditions, even though they possess considerable influence over the test content. To tackle these problems, it is vital to foster ongoing dialogue, research, and interdisciplinary collaboration among language testers, computer scientists, ethicists, and social scientists to improve the fairness, transparency, and validity of language assessments. Ultimately, there is a need for a transition toward effect driven testing to ensure that evaluations benefit both test takers and society at large.